Coach McBride's first season last year at Norwell. Now he's in the second season. You guys have seen kind of the X's and O's, what he wants from this program. How prepared is this team for this season, knowing that you kind of got a year under your belt while playing with Coach?
Now that we got the foundation laid, I think we can really start to put in plays that fit us and our needs, and that can really help us do well and go far in the season.
What do you see as the trademark for this team? What's the one thing that this Norwell team is really trying to hang their hat on this year?
Defense, I'd say. That's a big thing Coach has been working on. He's been telling us early this season in conditioning that defense is going to be a big part of this year, and that we're going to get every guy to make sure to understand so we can do well this season.
What's priority number one going to be when you guys roll out the basketballs for practice on Monday?
I'd probably have to say ability to learn and pay attention and just pick up on little things, and that'll help us later on in the season when we build on those things.
For you personally, and also for this Norwell team, you started to play your best basketball towards the end of the season. How do you use that as a springboard? How do you roll that momentum into this year?
Last year at the end, like you said, is a glimpse of hopefully what this season will be like, and hopefully we can just improve on that and be able to take it into the sectionals and do well and go far in there.
Second season, I believe, at Norwell High School. That's correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, as far as you go, talk a little bit about what you take away from last season as a coach and what this team takes away from last season, your first at Norwell, that you can apply this time around.
Well, I think the big thing was just trying to get our system instilled. Offensively and defensively, we were able to bring those things into play. And then just the different things, terminology and just the different things that we want to try to do and try to kind of hang our hats on, so to speak. But we got a lot better knowledge of what we want to do now. Our kids understand things a lot better. Our terminology is better. Our overall understanding of how we want to play and those type of things. And so, we're just a lot further along in year two than where we were last year. I actually felt like we did pretty well last year. We went 14-11. I feel like, we're going to try to hopefully build on that. We've got some nice pieces back to build on it.
It felt like you guys were playing your best basketball towards the end of the season. How do you use that as a springboard to, kind of pick up where you left off and add to it?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just, continuing to focus on improving, making sure that we get, the guys that need the shots, the right shots, get them in the right position where they can be successful, and then making sure other guys play their roles accordingly to what they have to be able to do. So we're going to have to continue to be good defensively. We'll have to rebound the ball well and, take good shots. Those are all things that have to happen. I think the one thing that we have to do this year to help us improve and take that next step forward is just going to be, we've got to be a little bit better at taking care of the basketball. We have to just kind of cut down our turnovers a little bit from where they were last year, and I think if we can do that, we'll find ourselves in better situations in some of those big games.
Final question for me, who are some of the players, who are the names that are going to be playing large roles for you, and who are some of the names that are going to be playing, stepping up into larger roles?
Yeah. Well, Will Geiger obviously is going to be first and foremost. He's going to be a leader for us this year, and he's only a sophomore. Cole Wilson's another one. He had a really good year last year as well, and we're looking for big things out of him. So having those two back right away, that's 25 points a game coming back right away out of those two. And then I look for some guys that played last year to now take on a little bit of a larger role. Brandon Nicholson, he's slimmed down a little bit. He's grown 2 inches, so he's up to 6'7" now, and really improved his game, and we're looking for big things out of him. And then Luke Zettis, we look for continued improvement out of him as well. And then we've got 2 new guys I think are going to fit into the mix. One is Levi Leidig. He was actually out last year with an injury, even though he played some as a freshman. And so we look for him to be able to bounce back and do some things. And then Connor Torson was a starting point guard for us last year as a freshman on the JV, and we're looking for him to now step into that role at the varsity level as a sophomore.